So, Jaime Maussan, I'm so glad to welcome you here to the UFO Disclosure Symposium Review. And we are going to be in Vernal, Utah, May 27th through the 29th, and you're going to be presenting there as well. But you've been involved in the UFO topic for a long time, and you've actually broken a lot of records down in Mexico on the media as a journalist there, releasing things and disclosing things to the public. And so I'm really excited about your experience coming to this symposium this year.
Thank you very much. It's going to be my pleasure. It's the first time I'm going to be in Utah.
You've never been to Utah. It'll be wonderful to have you there, and there's so much to do. And it seems like that Utah up there in the Uinta Basin is just a hot spot for UFO activity. Do you feel like there are places like that where you live down in Mexico where it seems like there are places where UFO activity is very peaked or very more active than other places?
Yeah, especially around the Volcano Popocatépetl. It's just amazing. We have a camera day and night there, and we have been able to record so many issues there. UFOs going inside the crater, UFOs coming out from the crater. We don't know why this is happening. We think it's something related to magnetism because I don't think there is a base in there. But I don't have any explanation why so many UFOs coming in or coming out. I mean, when you watch the evidence, you will realize that it's true. I mean, even if it sounds fantastic, it's true. And we have found, since we did these investigations from the 1990s, that it's happening in other volcanoes in the world, like in the volcano Etna in Sicily, in Italy, or some other volcanoes in South America or Japan. We have also been able to collect evidence that things similar to what is happening in the volcano Popocatépetl is happening in other places. We know since 1996, when the university from Norway came here, that the magnetism under this volcano is just incredible. It's probably the highest in the world, and that probably would be the answer to why so much activity in this volcano. But it's one of the things that I'm going to present, and there are many other things, Carl. And I want to tell you something very important for me, because no one else has investigated this case. For me, it's probably the most important case ever in the UFO phenomenon. In December 19th, 2018, that's almost 3.5 years ago, there was a huge UFO over the Pentagon. At least 4 people recorded this huge UFO at tetrahedron. It's like a pyramid above the Pentagon. And when I tell you this, sounds fantastic, probably sounds like a hoax, sounds like someone did these images to fool us. But the thing is that I was able to find the 4 witnesses, and I was able to interview them, and there is no explanation for this. And especially in this place, no one going after this UFO. There was no response from anybody, and the UFO was there for 1 hour. And then we investigate, and the same thing happened in the Kremlin on December the 9th, 2009. And we were able to talk to the only witness who was able to talk, a Russian, and he told us the same story that the Americans did, that the UFO was real, that they didn't believe was something from out of the space, but they couldn't give an explanation to it. And we're talking about something that is in meters, 200, 300 meters in diameter. And then we continue the investigation. I'm going to present every single image at the symposium, at the Congress. And we found that in just 9 days later, on December 21st, 2009, also in Germany, in the above the Congress in Germany, the same UFO was recorded by a night vision camera. And we have found other evidences from Shanghai, the financial district of Shanghai. There were at least 2 other videos were recorded there. It seems that this UFO is in the most important places in the world, close to NASA in 2019. And there are other places. You probably remember one of the UFOs recorded at the sea in front of San Diego on July 2019. This green image with this little triangle flying there, something similar. That is very high, but what we have is very low. And it seems that it's a very real case and a very important case for me, because it has to mean something. A huge UFO above the most important places in the world. I think there must be a warning or some kind of message. And I'm going to present all of this there.
It seems like there's a lot of correlations between all of that. These UFOs seem to appear over critical places, whether it be nuclear facilities or manufacturing plants, like you were mentioning, volcanoes. And now you're talking about how they're over government official facilities like the Pentagon and the Kremlin.
That is correct.
And everywhere. And is this all footage that you have seen that other people have not been able to witness? Has some of this footage not come out yet?
No, it's was all around the YouTube and the internet, but no one has been able to talk to the witnesses. No one made any kind of investigation, and there is so much more behind all of this. I just told you the the tip of the iceberg, but it's so much under this. And every time this happens, there is how can I say, a space event related. Let me tell you, on December 18th, 2018, President Trump signed a paper, a memorandum creating the U.S. Space Combat Command. There must be something related to that. Probably that we cannot use the space for some kind of war or something like that. In Russia on December the 9th, that day, the Russians were sending a missile to the space, prototype. It didn't have any nuclear weapons, but this missile can carry 6 nuclear heads. And if probably you remember the Norway spiral that happened on that day, that morning, and many people recorded their incredible photographs. Well, just at the same time, from 5 a.m. to 8:15 a.m., this huge object was above the Kremlin. 3 hours, 2 videos, one in daylight, one at night. And you can see it's the same object. I mean, why nobody? And I understand there are going to be some very important people in the Congress like Lou Elizondo and others. I hope they go, because if they go, I want to present this to them and ask them, what do you know about this? Why nobody's talking about this? This is the most important case ever in the UFO, because this is huge.
Yeah.
Huge. It's like a movie.
This is why I love you, Jaime, is that your analytical mind and perspective as a journalist, you see all the pieces together and you see the bigger picture, and then you're willing to go and actually find the individuals and talk to them and get the firsthand witnesses and validate things to back up your research and actually do the work. And I really appreciate
I am a journalist, as you say. I've been a journalist for 50 years.
Yeah. In
the Mexican TV. I worked in 60 Minutes. I worked very close to 60 Minutes in America. I was a very good friend of Mike Wallace. We celebrated his birthday together, his 66th birthday here in Mexico City. And I've been investigative journalist for a long time. Right now, I have a newscast, a daily newscast. By the way, I have to go and check it out right now. But after I finish the interview, every night, 1 hour in prime time in the Mexican TV.
That's
because
amazing.
My mind is more journalistic than UFO, many people relate me to the UFO phenomenon, but I'm more a journalist than anything else. I mean, I'm very, very related. I'm very patient about the climate change.
Yes.
You know, for me, it's the most important thing that is happening right now. I was able to present this in 1986 when nobody talked about it, about the ozone layer depletion. And we present a huge documentary, three hours in 1987, before almost anybody else did that.
Yeah.
And because for me, it's very important, the protection of the environment, the animals, but the UFO phenomenon is also that has attracted my mind, and that's why I've been investigating this, because it's absolutely real.
Yes.
And now I think the Congress is ready. I think we're going to have a big surprise just a few days after the Congress. In the first days of June, there is going to be something. Remember my words, okay?
I will. Well, everybody mark Jaime Maussan's words that to look forward to something coming then. But we also have at the UFO Disclosure Symposium coming up at the end of May, 27th through the 29th, 4 pieces of new UFO footage that are going to be revealed that are military grade. Jaime, what are you going to be looking forward to when you finally get to see those pieces of footage? And
well, I want to talk to them. I want to interview them, because we've been following this from since the article of the New York Times in 2017, December 16th, very closely, every single issue. And we know, I don't know why the media in the US have not done that extensively like we have. I think the Mexican people is more informed right now what is going on inside the Pentagon, inside the Congress, than the American people. And it's something that I don't understand. And I want to find out in that Congress, talking to all the people that are going to be there, why is so, you know? Why they don't put the attention, even now that we know this is true, this is going to be open, and even now the media is like, oh, I don't know, you know, this is funny, I don't know, I don't want to lose credibility and so on. And I think they're going to lose it because they don't get involved in this. It's so important. Right now, today, I'm going to present new evidence that was sent to us from Ukraine, where you can see a UFO, and you can see the military, the Ukrainians, because they don't know what is this, firing at the object. A lot of explosions all over. And we have another video. We don't know if this is a UFO or it's something else. But something smashed it, a big explosion, and you can see something happen there. We heard rumors a couple of weeks ago that the Ukrainians had hit a UFO, but we have not seen any evidence. But now we have this video. I'm going to find out what it is. I don't want to really make a fool of myself presenting something else, but it seems absolutely real, my friend. And I'm going to present it to the Mexican people tonight. And I don't understand why the American media is not doing the same with all this evidence that are coming out.
Well, Jaime, I can't wait for the symposium to see what you come and present there. If you have any bombshells to drop at the symposium to reveal anything, I'm sure you get people that send you footage all the time, and you have to do your homework and validate it. But I'm highly looking forward to your presentation at the symposium, what you have to say, and also your feedback and analysis on the 4 new pieces of footage that are going to be revealed there as well.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very anxious to be there. I think it's going to be a fun time. And I think I'm going to make new friends. And I hope that the Mexican people can follow this conference through a link that we're going to present there to let them participate and watch what is going to happen. I think it's going to be exciting.
Definitely. We're going to set up Jaime Maussan with a link so that if you want to get tickets to the UFO Disclosure Symposium, May 27th through the 29th, make sure and follow Jaime Maussan everywhere on social media and the UFO Disclosure Symposium, and click the link to go get your tickets and don't miss out.
Thank you, my friend.